You guys should. I think I saw someone suggest like have a psychologist or like an occupational psychologist come in. Like a psychic could be funny, and then you award them based on who has the best future. Like just some horse. It could be funny to make them like make them participate.
We got to remember this:
a Catholic priest. I want a Catholic priest, but he's not a real priest. So he spills the beans on everything that they tell. Like, no, you can trust me. You can tell me. I can't tell anything. And then he just comes out and is like, actually, Dave's we should lock him up right now. And
you could probably organize. You could probably organize like a drag queen story hour and make them sit.
Oh no! The contestants have to do a drag queen story hour. That's why you do it in Texas. That's the hardest challenge ever.
Can one of you write this down? And
I'm actually doing it for you. Yeah.
Will you text it to me, Woody? Thank you, man.
I've got a list of things that as I was watching, I was like, oh, this is a good idea.
A drag queen story hour would be fucking so funny.
It'd be hilarious. Yeah, it'd be so uncomfortable for everyone involved. Like it. I also like pyramid scheme, multi-level marketing people. If you could organize having like 5 of them from different companies arriving at the same time, and then make them compete for it. I'm sure you guys have all these ideas. And more.
No, we don't. These are good.
We wanted to try to sell the house while the show was going on, and do like have a realtor come in and do house tours during the show.
That's very funny, especially if Airsoft Fatty is like bumbling about shirtless,
totally naked.
Yeah,
you're just like you're showing the master bedroom, and he's like naked, but he's Peter Griffin naked, and so I saw a still of him, hands over his head. Could not see his penis. Could not. He's totally censored. He's perfect.
Yeah, that's our guy. Yeah.
You don't have to blur it.
He's pre-censored. One thing we tried to do was line up a clown. And the funny thing is like clowns, like actual clowns they're mad like professional. They take themselves really seriously. So you'll call them and they'll be like, "Hi, this is Dave the Clown. How may I help you?" And we explain the deal that it's like a reality show, and he's like, "I'll have to think about that. Let me think it over, and I'll get right back to you." And then they don't want to mess with their image as being like a clown. Like they all take it mad serious. We call it 3 of them.
Dude, Jesus. Clowns are the biggest fucking losers on the planet. Woody's got a friend who's a goddamn clown.
Call themselves.
Yeah, clowns all fucking year round, and they're in like there's like groups to defend them. They got mad when the Joker came out because they thought the Joker gave them a bad name. You're a clown. You're a clown.
Yeah.
I hate clowns.
Clowns give themselves a bad name. Or maybe do magicians take themselves seriously? Probably not as serious as a clown.
Magicians are fucking cool.
You think, or you'd have to get a sleight of hand artist who's like really high on himself, who really thinks he's the cat's pajamas.
My friend's a clown.
Mime's in there.
You should get him. He's really tall too. He's like 6'4", 6'6".
Yeah, but he's a scary clown. He intentionally tries to be scary.
They have PTA meetings about your friend.
I think being a clown's a little mean-spirited. No one likes it.
I would hate crime your friend if he lived near my children. Nothing like physical, but like we'd kill his grass and take his mailbox and stuff.
Yeah, what else?
What's the equivalent of burning a cross to clowns?
I don't fucking know, man.
I'll think that one over.
Oh, I was thinking that you should come back season 2 as Dr. Jason Goldstriker and perform physicals.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Like,
I've got my doctorate.
Hell yeah.
Doctor, or come back as Dr. Jonathan Goldstriker, never address it. Like, I liked that.
Well, I was saying to Jet, we should do if we get into this to where it's like 10 seasons deep and we're searching for themes, we should do one that's like a hip hop theme.
Yeah.
And we would all have like I could be like, "Yo, what's up? I'm Jay Strike." And we'd all be like hip hop, but doing the same shit, and it's just doing it to black people.
Yeah, we're coming to you live from the dark continent. Yeah, from Kenya. You rent a house.
Yo, we in Queens right now. I'm Jay Strike. What's good?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to season 10, man. That's gonna be a good one. When is season 2? Winter? 2023 winter?
Yeah, we want to do it. We want to do it in the winter, as soon as possible.
Good. I'm really glad this was so successful for you guys, because I don't think I realized like how much I wanted a different kind of content to watch at night. Like, and because it's so like actually organic, there, like it was hard to look away because you're like, I don't know when it's going to go off. I know Airsoft Fatty's pissed about
Damn.
something. I have to wait and see. Like
You got sucked into the Truman Show.
I got sucked into the Truman Show, man. I was like watching along early on when everybody hated Letty, and I was like, dude, come on, she's taking the most shit. Give her props. Like, stop hating on this lady. Like, it was very entertaining. Very good. Yeah, I think these two will watch more season 2. My favorite contestant was Letty.
I don't know how it would work, but I almost want the contestants to think that they're getting on an airplane to go to another country where certain rules don't apply anymore, but they're really sitting like in a fake plane rocking back and forth with airline sounds.
Yeah.
Like with like black, and you're like 12 hours later, you're like, all right, come out. We're in Cambodia now. Anything goes, bitches.
The Uber driver plays like Spanish music.
Yeah. You can make them play Russian roulette where they, you're like, yeah, we can do this here.
That'd be great.
With a paintball gun.
Big TSA.
No,
We should put them on a fake space shuttle and tell them we're on the moon. Guess, hey guys, we're on Jeff Bezos' Atlantic Blue. What's this shit called? Blue Horizon?
They
We're on
did that.
Blue Horizon. We're going to our moon base.
They did that. There's a reality show where they actually did that. They made the contestants think they were going up in the rush to a Russian space station, put them in a fake ship, and sent them up, and they believed it.
Wow.
They're crying. Awesome. They're crying, thinking they're in space, and they're not in space.
That's sweet.
I don't even think
we got to do that to John. Yeah. We'll do a spin-off called John Goes to Space.
I was thinking, and I was high, so I don't know how funny it would be if you dress them up in like 18th century attire for some sort of murder mystery party, and they have to complete it, and there's punishments for people who don't do it well, rewards for people who do. Not as good as the Drag Queen Story Hour, but something to keep it moving.
That's a good idea. Well, I mean, one of the original ideas was to give people cards at the beginning that would say, like, on this card is a secret about one of your fellow contestants. Your job is to find out who it refers to. And it's stuff like felony manslaughter, or, they've committed a rape or multiple rapes. Like, find out who the rapist is.
It's like Clue, but
like
now you're scared.
Non-felon in the house.
You're the only non-felon in the house.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Stuff
That's
like
a good
that.
one. Yeah, just ways to make it even more unnerving than it already is in there, I guess. I think have you thought about giving the guys or the contestants like an overarching, like, continuing activity or project or something like that to take up downtime, like something over the course of the whole thing that gets graded or presented at the end? And if it's like a physical, tangible thing that brings a lot of, terrorism into the mix in between.
They should be able to fuck
people.
with each other's projects too, right? Like we're all building these extravagant fish or ships in a bottle, and then you just like light on fire.
Fuck it up.
It's got to be something that makes us money. So it should be phone screen replacement. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You just make them like sit there and take like fucking fact-finding survey quizzes for $2 an hour for some horse shit market research company.
Oh, you can get paid now to watch Jewish films or listen to Jewish podcasts. Yes, that's what they're doing in season 2. Listening to Jewish podcasts the whole time. Fuck yeah.
They're just listening to every episode of the Daily Forward News or whatever the fuck.
I love
that's
it.
Great. Yeah, that's you're gonna really get them, nice and politically minded, listening to NPR.
Teach them a thing or two, and also get them in the wallet.
Yeah, well, get them in your wallet with your damn. That would sincerely, if you forced them to repair phone screens just for like a day, something like that. That's so fuck. That's so
We
fun.
gotta
Like,
do that.
like
We have to do it.
2 weeks in, you come up to them.
Yeah.
March, you're behind quota.
Yeah.
There's quota. That all sinks in that it's not a challenge. We're just selling the phone.
Hell yeah.
Get people that aren't familiar enough with it to know what a resounding success it was with season 1. So like halfway through, you're like, guys, if you want the fish bucks, you're gonna have to meet me halfway here with these phone screens. Like you gotta get it.
That was a recurring gag we kept pulling, was trying to convince everyone in the house that the show is doing really bad, which I think is really funny. Telling them we got to get out of this 70 to 100 viewer range was one of my favorites.
Yeah, after opening with the first day, we told them that there's 750,000 people watching right now.
all the way down.
to 70 to 80 people. It really turned everybody off. Yeah,
one thing that's messed up is in the beginning trying to get them amped up for fish bucks.
Yeah,
because it's just a piece of paper that has a piece like a fish printed on it.
Yeah,
and so like convincing them that this was indeed a real game show with like a monetary cash prize associated with it. That was hard. Like I could just tell, even though they might not have necessarily said it, I could tell that they didn't care.
Yeah,
like they didn't think it was worth anything. And then 6 weeks later, as they're leaving, and it's like we've paid out fucking $7,500 5 times over, and the prizes total that were awarded was like $80,000 or $90,000, and I'm like, God damn, that was a huge waste of money, because they would have done it for nothing, and they effectively thought they were doing it for nothing, like they were doing it for pieces of paper, you know.
That was like
the fish buck graphic. If you type in fish bucks on Google Images, it's just the first thing that pops up.
Yeah, that's
why they didn't think it was real. It's like an upscale, like stretched.
Just the first thing he found.
Yeah, I googled fish bucks, and that was the first result.